But Cam Ward goes number 1. But Jacksonville trading up 3 spots. Number 1. And they selected the Heisman Trophy winner. Also from Colorado, unlike Shedeur Sanders, this guy was picked, Travis Hunter. So he went number 2 in the draft. Number 2. So he will go to Jacksonville. Jacksonville gave up not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 picks, including a 2nd and 4th round selection in this year's draft. I know you're concerned about that. And their 2026 first round pick to land a player that is the most intriguing that we have had in modern NFL draft history. And the idea is that they're setting the tone. This is a tone-setting situation. The Jaguars envisioning the player, Travis Hunter, as a primary receiver, and then he'll also play occasionally defensive back. But they already got their number 1 receiver, supposedly, in Brian Thomas Jr. They got him last year. So they have Trevor Lawrence, who's not very good. He's still there. He's sucking money out of the ownership because he's supposed to be good, but he's not. And so that's where we are. So let us discuss. Now, the better story is in the losing locker room. The Browns lost a lot of games to get the number 2 pick. They sucked all season to get the number 2 pick, and then they traded back a few picks to get extra picks. So the question is, will the Browns regret trading the number 2 pick and the chance to draft Travis Hunter, or for that matter, Abdul Carter, and just saying, we're good. We don't want that. So my thoughts on this, I have hooked on phonics, triangle, and golden arches. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to make some delicious apple pie is what we're going to make. All right, so on this one, the arrow is pointing down. Down, which is, yes, there will be regret. Who goofed? I've got to know. It is a marketing fail. It is a swing and a miss. The Cleveland Browns, I recommend they grab Hooked on Phonics because read the room. Read the room if you're the Browns. The Browns are bad. They're also boring. You can't be both. And they are the most unlikable franchise going around right now. Is anyone more unlikable than the Cleveland Browns? Seriously. They put all their chips in that, Deshaun Watson creepy quarterback basket a few years ago. And it was like, they're just numb to the Browns. They don't care about the Browns. Those that did have passion for the Browns just are like, we suck again. And not to say that Travis Hunter is a Hall of Fame player. Who knows whether or not he's a Hall of Fame player. But he does immediately add, right away, the razzle-dazzle. And there's no razzle-dazzle with the Browns. Okay, that's Browntown. They suck. And if there was a reason to actually watch a Browns game, it would have been Travis Hunter. The curiosity factor in overtime. If I was the Browns, I would have drafted Travis Hunter and played him every effing snap. I would have even played him on special teams. I would have played him every single snap in the game. Everything. Defense, offense. Iron Man. Make him the Iron Man. And the curiosity factor is a big part of it. The versatility, unprecedented in this age of don't do any more than just the bare minimum in every facet of life. And here's a two-way guy capable of playing both cornerback and being a wide receiver. A modern marvel, if he can pull it off. Very unique, and would have had a ripple of excitement to a morbid Browns team. So instead, they traded back. They drafted a random defensive tackle, Mason Graham, from Michigan, whoop-de-damn-do, who could turn out to be a fine NFL player, but does lack the WOW, the wow factor. And no one's going out to buy tickets or to turn on a game to watch Mason Graham play. That's just not it. You're going to turn the tide on that. Now, page 2. So the Jags general manager said that the player, Travis Hunter, can alter the sport. He can alter the sport. That is a bold quote. That is a money quote. He can alter the sport. Wow. So is Jacksonville a good fit for Travis Hunter? So after several minutes of deliberation in the Mallard jury room, despite the tremendous amount of smoochy from the GM there, don't love the fit. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. And here's why. You traded up to get a guy who you're planning, if the early reports are accurate, you're not planning on playing him both ways all the time, just select defensive packages. So you're going to make him mostly a wide receiver, and you already had last year, you picked up your number one wide receiver. So you traded up to get a number two wide receiver and a occasional defensive back. And the other factor here, which you cannot overlook, is the triangle. I'm not talking about the triangle offense here. What I'm talking about is you play for the Jaguars. Hello? And if you go to Jacksonville, you are in the football Bermuda Triangle. You go there, and all of a sudden there is a rogue wave, wipe out your career. Some kind of magnetic anomaly they're talking about right now over on Coast to Coast that will take you down. If that doesn't take you down, there'll be an alien abduction. And if you make it out of that alien abduction, they'll drop you off in the lost city of Atlantis. And you won't be able to get out. And in Jacksonville, it's a starter job. Now, they hired a bunch of old Ram people. So I guess I'm supposed to say, oh, these are great people. But they look like total doofuses. James Gladstone looks like he should be serving ice cream somewhere. And Liam Cohn, the coach, is, well, I think we've gone over Duval and all that. They do not exactly ooze the confidence so that they know what they're doing. So not a ringing endorsement, but good luck. I'm pulling for Travis Hunter. I hope Travis Hunter does well, and we inspire future players down the line to attempt to play both ways. So the last part of this, as we put the bow on the package here from the big trade early in the draft, as we have our all-night in-depth team coverage of the 2025 NFL draft, and we'll mix in some other things. So what statement did the Browns make by dealing Travis Hunter? What was the statement they made? What statement did the Browns make by dealing Travis Hunter? So they were playing, and this is something they know a lot about, special teams. They were punting. They were punting on excitement. They were punting on aura. They didn't want that. They didn't need that. They didn't know what to do with that. So they didn't want the aura. They didn't want the wow factor. Cleveland is going back to the franchise charter. The Browns have decided, hey, listen, at our core, we are the factory of sadness, and we need to provide sadness. And so let's get back to our roots. It's like the syndicated comic strip, Tank McNamara, Tanky McTank, right? Adding a couple more scratcher tickets, you're selling hope, and the low-information fan loves it. They had it chubby. They were so excited. Oh, we have extra draft picks. Oh, isn't that great? It's so exciting. It's false hope, of course. The easiest thing to do in the industrial complex of sport is to trade for future draft picks. You can always sell the future. Everyone assumes those draft picks are all going to turn out to be wonderful players, even though the team never drafts the right player. And the dumb fan, the dumb fan always buys it, right? Cleveland, I'm telling you right now, I know what they're doing here. They have their eyes on the Golden Arches. Not McDonald's, Arch Manning, the Texas quarterback, Arch Manning. And he is projected to be the top quarterback in the 2026 draft. That's assuming he actually leaves college and just doesn't keep staying in Texas there in Austin. But Arch Manning's supposed to be his draft 2026. So you have 2 first-round picks. You've got your own in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's going to suck. So they'll end up with a top 10 pick again in Jacksonville. And then you've got your own pick, and the Browns are tanking, so they're trying to get the number 1 pick by themselves. But warning, be careful. The Manning family, The Manning family, the Illuminati of football. They are ruthless. The Illuminati family of football, the Mannings. And if you don't believe me, ask the old San Diego Chargers. Yeah, ask about that. That Eli Manning, a smooth operator. He became the punk, but it was because of his old man, his dad there, back in the day. So Arch Manning's the next in line, and it's like the Kennedy family in politics. You have the Manning family in football, so we'll see how this all plays out.